Hello everyone, today I'll be showing you how to use our program called Multifunction Number Calculator, created by us, me, Roger Regalado, and my partner, Jan Joshua Bora. And this program allows you to calculate the LCM, GCF, factors, multiples, and prime factorization of three two-digit numbers.
Hello, I'm Jan Joshua Bora, and I'm Roger Regalado. Today, I'll be explaining our NASA assembly program called Multifunction Number Calculator. This program demonstrates modular programming where each mathematical operation like LCM, GCF, factors, and multiples and prime factorization is handled by separate procedure. Let's go through the code step by step. So as you can see, there is a section that data. These are data section which is stores all the text and message and format specifies used in the program. For example, in a menu title, where the title is a multifunction number calculator by Roger and Joshua, and for the menu option is this one from menu 0 to menu 5, and hold the text display in the main menu, while the FMT or in and FMT string define the format for printing integers and strings using print. So the next is a prompt string. You just need to prompt what is needed, especially the given choices. And this one, the error message, once the invalid input and invalid choices you entered, and the operation headers, this will be given. And we're going to the section that PSS. In this PSS section, we reserve memory for the numbers and the users menu choice. These variables will later call the input values entered through scanf. So let's go to the ASM main, the menu loop. So in this main loop of the program, it first calls the display menu procedure to all options. Then it reads the user's input and compares the choice using CMP to GJE. Depending on the value, it jumps to the corresponding operation like LCM, GCF, and the factors. If the users enter 0, it jumps to the exit procedure. So let's go to the display menu, which is here. This is our display menu. In display menu function uses a three printf calls to show the program title. And all the menu options in the prompt, it will be entered the choices. This keeps the menu organized and modular since it's separated from the main logic. So let's now go to the calculate, or how we calculate this procedure. So when the user selects option 1, this procedure is executed, and it first asks the users to enter the three two-digit numbers. Then it calls a helper function, which is the find 1cm, this one, and which computes the least common multiple. So after displaying the result, the program jumps back to the main menu. So let's go to the compute the GCF, and in this calculate the GCF. The GCF function works the same way, but instead of finding the least common multiple, it computes the greatest common factor using the find dash GCF procedure. So after that, we're going to display factors. Yeah, display all the factors, and in this function, the program asks for a single number and display all of its factors, and the helper function is display dash factors dash of dash number handles the loop that checks which numbers divide evenly into the input. So this one just display factors of the numbers 2. So let's go to display all multiples. So in this line, this part generates multiples of a number. After the users enter a number, the display dash multiple dash of a dash number. That function prints several multiples like 2 times, 3 times, and so on. Again, the design is modular, so each operation can be developed and tested separately. So in display prime factor, let's go to the display all prime factor. In this area, um, this procedure performs a prime factorization that showing all prime numbers that multiple together to form the given number. It demonstrates the most advanced number operation in the calculator. So that it will display the prime factors of a number. After that, um, that's all the R code. But I will end this the line when the users enter the 0. The program displays exiting the program, and it calls system pause or to stop the console before the ending. And
Let's go through each menu option step by step based on the test cases. So first, let's open our terminal in our Visual Studio Code, and we'll have to run our code. So we have to input this. So after running our code, so when you run the program, you'll see this main menu, and as we can see here, from here you can type the number corresponding to the operation you want to perform. So let's start with option 1 for LCM, and when we enter 1, the program will ask for 3 2-digit numbers separated by space. So you have to input 1. So as we can see here, it says enter the 3 2-digit numbers separated by space, and we will input the number 75, 30, and 50, and we will enter. So we input 75, 30, and 50, and the program then computes their least common multiple, which is 150. After displaying the result, the program automatically returns to the main menu. So next is, let's choose option 2 for GCF, or the greatest common factor. When we enter 2, the program again asks for 3 2-digit numbers and separated by space. So we will input 30, negative 66, and 99. So here I first tried entering 30, negative 66, and 99, but the program detected an invalid input since all the numbers must be between 1 and 99. So it then displays an error message and asks for a valid input again. So now we will input the number again without the negative sign: 30, 66, and 99. So as shown, now that we enter the valid numbers, the program calculates their GCF, which is number 3. So next is the option 3, which is the factors. Now we will enter 3, and then it will show the message enter the 3 2-digit numbers again, and we will enter 20, 33, and 42. Then the program lists down all the factors for each numbers, as we can see here: the factors of 20, factors of 33, and factors of 42. Now let's check the option 4, or the multiples. 4, and then we will input 5, 8, and 12. When we select this option and enter 5, 8, and 12, the program displays the first 10 multiples of each numbers. So as we can see here, the output is the multiples of 5 shown here, the multiples of 8, and the multiples of 12. So next is, let's try the option 5 for the prime factorization. So we will input 60, 72, and 91. And the program breaks down each number into its prime factors. So as you can see here, the prime factors of 60, the prime factors of 72, and the prime factors of 91 are being shown in the output. And uh, let's try next. If we enter a number that's not on the menu, such as, for example, number 6, the program will display a warning message. So as I enter the number 6, there is a program display a warning message that says the entered choice is not on the menu and please enter a valid choice. So this helps ensures that the users only select valid options. And finally, if you're done using the calculator, just type 0 to exit and the program then display a thank you message. So, and that's how you use the multifunction number calculator. It's a simple yet powerful program that performs multiple number related operations efficiently. And thank you for watching.
This marks the end of the multifunction number calculator. So in summary of this, NASAM program shows how modular programming can make even low-level assembly code clean and organized. Each mathematical operation is handled in its own section, making the program easy to understand and modify. So thank you for watching our presentation on the multifunction number calculator.